Hello there, Brian James, that Micro Four Thirds guy with you once again. Well, it's been a few weeks since I took the camera out for some me time. Somewhere I could take a few photos to tell a story. Well, I'd been having a chat over a coffee with a friend and we mentioned Quintinshill. Now, Quintinshill is perhaps one of the least well-known disasters to have happened on the UK mainland. Never heard of it? Well, keep listening and I'll tell you all about it. But not until after having a look at the little town where it all happened, Gretna, Scotland's most southern point. Located some 10 miles north of Carlisle, near the mouth of the River Esk, Gretna is literally on the border between England and Scotland. As you enter Scotland, we see the old toll bar, known either as the first house in Scotland, if headed north, or as the last house in Scotland, if headed south. Quite logical, really. Now, the name Gretna is derived from the Old English grit, or place at the gravelly hill. Prior to the Acts of Union of 1707 of the Parliaments of England and Scotland, Gretna was a customs post for collecting taxes on cattle passing over the border to market. The customs post was established in 1612. Because of that, perhaps Gretna's most famous claim to fame came about in 1753, when an Act of Parliament, Lord Hardwicke's Marriage Act, was passed in England, which mandated that if either marriage parties were under 21, then consent to the marriage had to be given by both sets of parents. The Act did not apply in Scotland, where boys from 14 were allowed to marry girls from 12 years of age, with or without parental consent. As a result, many elopers fled England to Scotland's first port of call. Now, the Act was repealed in 1849, but it still sticks in people's minds as the place to elope to. Now to Quintinshill. On the 22nd of May 1915, at 6:49 a.m, at a signal box on the main Carlisle to Glasgow Caledonian main line at Quintinshill, which is around a mile from Gretna, two passing loops either side of the double tracks were occupied by goods trains. On the southbound main line, a local passenger train was standing. A first collision occurred when a southbound troop train travelling from Lambert to Liverpool struck the passenger train. 1 minute later, the wreckage was struck by a northbound sleeping car express travelling from London Euston to Glasgow Central. A gas lighting system started a fire which soon engulfed all 5 of the wooden trains. Now, only half of the soldiers on the troop train survived, most from the Royal Scots, and they were headed for Gallipoli. Although the precise death toll was never established, as some bodies were never discovered, the official figure was quoted as 227, with 215 being soldiers, 9 passengers, and 3 rail employees, although the army later reduced their figure to 214. Strangely, an additional 4 children were also victims, but not counted, as their remains were never claimed or identified. Today, all that can be seen of the site is the little bridge in the peaceful Scottish countryside, with a small plaque to mark the site of the world's worst rail disaster. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button below, and don't forget to hit the little bell to get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Also tick the all box beside it. If you liked the video, give a thumbs up. That really helps YouTube to spread these videos far and wide. And also, if you have helped, it helps support the channel by buying me a coffee. There's a PayPal link below. Whatever you do, keep taking your camera out, keep taking photographs, and keep enjoying your photography. See you soon.